Psalm 53 study continued. Corporate and government actions. This psalm speaks of those who devour my people as though eating bread. This can be a metaphor for powerful entities that exploit and harm others for their own gain without conscience. In the modern U.S., it can be seen how corporations and government policies are perceived to prioritize profit over human life and well-being. War and corporate profit. The military-industrial complex is often cited as an example. Large defense contractors receive billions of dollars in government contracts, profiting immensely from armed conflicts and the sale of weapons. This dynamic, where some corporations make money from war, can be viewed through the lens of Psalm 53 as a form of devouring. The more conflict there is, the more money they make, which can lead to a perceived lack of moral restraint and foreign policy and corporate behavior. Healthcare and death. The U.S. healthcare system has been criticized for being profit-driven, where medical debt is a leading cause of bankruptcy. Some argue this system benefits pharmaceutical companies and hospitals while leaving many Americans unable to afford life-saving treatment, contributing to suffering and death. Societal and personal decay. The Psalm's depiction of moral decline and the absence of good can be connected to several issues in contemporary American society. Poor health and diet. The American diet is often criticized for being dominated by processed foods high in sugar, fat, and sodium, which contributes to high rates of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. While food is a personal choice, the food industry, driven by profits, heavily markets these unhealthy products, which some see as a form of society devouring itself. Suicides and murders. The Psalms lament over evildoers and those who do not call on God can be related to the rising rates of suicides and homicide. Data shows that suicide rates in the U.S. have been consistently high and are often higher than homicide rates. This is a sign of deep distress and spiritual emptiness, where individuals feel lost and hopeless. Media and entertainment. The media and entertainment industries, with their focus on sensationalism, violence, and a lack of moral content, can be seen as contributing to the vile ways mentioned in the psalm. The constant exposure to this content can desensitize individuals and lead to a decline in shared moral values. Family and moral decline. The decay of traditional family structures and decline in moral foundation are essential to this modern interpretation of Psalm 53. Family decay. The Psalm's indictment of those who have turned away can be applied to the increasing rates of divorce, single-parent households, and perceived breakdown in the nuclear family. The stability and well-being of society are often linked to the health of its family units. Lack of morals. The Psalm suggests the denial of God's existence leads to a lack of moral compass. In a society where objective truth and morality are often questioned, there is a risk of losing a shared foundation for what is right and wrong. This can manifest in a culture of self-interest, where individuals and institutions pursue their own desires without regard for consequences on others, fulfilling the psalmist's observation that there is no one who does good, not even one. This is a deeply personal theological problem. It has to be dealt with individually and as a society. I'm going to take a break here. I'll be back. We're going to talk about how God would want us to respond in the next section, I guess. I don't really know what they call it. It's a playlist on YouTube. Video section. I don't know. Talk to you in a bit.